everyone. My name is Max. I worked on Medbot with Team DMR. A quick description of Medbot is that it is a Facebook Messenger-based chatbot created to be a medical assistant to assist users with their basic medical queries. So questions about symptoms, diseases, the nearest emergency, the nearest hospital, the nearest ER. So let's talk a little bit more about that. Here's my team. I worked with Rena and Dion. Things went pretty smooth. We'll talk more about that. Technologies used. I used Python and Flask with Rena to send the requests over to OpenAI and Facebook. And then Heroku to host the entire thing. Messenger API to obviously work with Facebook and allow the whole thing to work through the Facebook app. OpenAI's API to work with the DaVinci model. And then some of the goals we had were to use Facebook because we obviously wanted to make things a little bit easier on us with the timeline that we had and provide Medbot to a larger user base. We also wanted to utilize AI and make chatbot responses a little more human with the DaVinci model. So that too, we wanted to ensure that those responses from the DaVinci model were accurate and that they weren't so confident. So we wanted to provide some information about the possible inaccuracies of AI. Some of the challenges we had were that the Facebook Messenger API doesn't allow for a working local version. So we had to work with only the endpoint. And Rena was the only one who could see the final product on the Facebook developer dashboard. So we were required to kind of run code through her and have her test it. It was a little bit harder than all of us having local versions. Also, one of the challenges we faced was adjusting the DaVinci model's temperature and edits to return relevant medical info and make sure that it was accurate. All the different models we use stem from OpenAI. So OpenAI has been getting hammered with requests lately. It is pretty slow. It's having trouble handling a high volume of queries, so that's definitely a challenge we had as well. Some of the lessons we learned were about natural language. So we learned how useful OpenAI's GPT models can be for processing some natural language and fixing spelling mistakes from user input and all these things that can make user input and prompts function easier and more efficiently. The importance of temperature and accuracy with AI models, we definitely learned about that because AI can be inaccurate, as you know. So the importance of temperature and making sure that AI is not confident taking risks, because that is a problem. And then we learned more about the applications of AI in the healthcare field, which was really cool, and the importance of working in a team. As we talked about earlier, Rena was the only one seeing the final product, so it was really important to communicate as a team. Here are a few of the future improvements that we might work on, bringing the app over to React and building a user interface on our own, and just expanding Medbot based on feedback, increasing reach, and then maybe collaborating with things like MyChart and medical professionals in the local area and across the US to try to get Medbot to be able to integrate with those services. So I'll pass it over to Rena, and thank you, everyone.
Okay, here is the project demo. To get started, you just click on the Get Started button. And we can use a /help to see all of the commands. First command, you just enter your location, and the bot will return the closest hospital near that location. For symptoms, you can list out your symptoms. So dry cough, runny nose. And the bot will return a couple possibilities of what you might have. So it could be cold, flu, allergy, or something else. And then for disease, you can input a disease and the bot will return a description of that disease. Another thing we could do is we could input the prompts directly. So I can do my temperature is 100.4. Do I have a fever? And then we can say bye to the bot, and it'll return a bye prompt. And that's it. Thank you.